road coming to you live. As Jim sees it, as promised, as you journey on the adventure with me through the United States. So, yesterday, I moved into the van life. And I gotta tell you, last night I slept so deep and so sound. I wouldn't even get up to go to the bathroom. I was so relaxed. That was a little bit too personal, but sorry about that. Anyhow, I woke up and it took me hours. I woke up from hours of deep sleep and it took me minutes. 10 minutes to really get my marbles and be able to start my day with a delicious cup of coffee. So I opened up my van door. I looked to my left, the clouds are gray. October in Ohio. I stretched my arms out, let out a lion-like I close my van door after I stand up and I walk towards a Gitco gas station. I hear the cars driving by on the main street, look at the lights, walk towards the gas pumps, walk past the gas pumps. I'm suddenly in front of the door to the store and I walk in, greeted by a nice lady. She's short, blonde hair with shades of gray. I make my way down the hall to the bathroom. Come out of the bathroom, grab a cup of coffee, and I'm like, man, I slept so good last night. I was so happy. I put my cup on the counter after being filled from the coffee machine. That's how they do it in Get-Go. And I grab a 2% Blue Cap milk from the station where they have all the condiments. And I started thinking to myself, should I use sugar or honey? I pour the milk inside my coffee and I say, you know what? This morning I'm gonna go with some honey. So I shake the honey packet and then I put it in the coffee before I opened it because it melts the honey to get to the bottom of the packet. Then when you open it, it pours out real quick. Otherwise it's a pain in the butt. You gotta sit there forever. So clack, 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 you hear the honey smack and I turn it around, rip it, hold it upside down and it floats into my delicious cup of coffee. I throw it away, the packs that is, and then I walk to the counter. The lady greets me with a smile. I say good morning and she says it's on the house. And I was like, yes! What a great way to start the day. So I go outside, sit down. This man's playing a game on his phone. And I'm like, how you doing? He's like, good, how are you? I was like, good. I look at the time, it's now 1 o'clock and I'm contemplating what I got to do throughout the day. Then that sudden flutter of stress, the morning cortisol that pumps through the blood when I think about everything that's got to get taken care of, including going to work, including taking my new van I just moved into to the mechanic shop because the place I bought it from would not cover the warranty like they said they would. So I'm like, I gotta wake up here a little more. So I drink my coffee. Then I go over and walk to my van. After walking to my van, I get inside, put the key in the ignition, turn. She turns right over and I drive to the Ford shop. I pull in the Ford shop. And I had a 2 o'clock appointment already made, and I started asking some questions. I was like, before I get this work done on my vehicle, I need to ask a few questions. And he's like, sure, ask away. I said, all right. I said, I got to make sure that the warranty is covered on the EGR valve, because the EGR valve had to get fixed on this new vehicle I just purchased. And they were like, okay. And I was real calm and real polite. I was super frustrated inside, though, because I had just bought this vehicle and the dealership wouldn't return my calls. The people were very dishonest with me. It's Wooster Chevrolet in Ohio, obviously the city of Wooster. So don't ever go there, ever. Never. You will get ripped off big time. Anyhow, I'm talking with the guy. He's real nice. He's a ginger like me. He's a little more gingerly, though. He has more orange and red to his hair. And we're talking, chatting it up. And I explained to him, I have the warranty. Here's the EGR valve. And he's like, well, the diagnostics is going to be $140 out the gate. And I'm like, I just stayed calm. And I was like, all right. Well, I can't do it today then, because I have to make sure I have the $140 before you run a diagnostics test. Because the last thing I want to do is come in here, you do the repair work, the warranty isn't covered, the diagnostic test isn't covered, and the total damage is $900, right? So the first day of the van life, and already am running into this, and I'm like, man, crazy. So I go grab the warranty, him and I go over it, and he explains everything that's going to happen, and I'm like, okay, all right. And we set up an appointment for the following Wednesday for me to come back and get the EGR valve worked on. Now, I got this feeling of calm and peace over me. I'm like, you know what? It just, whatever happens, happens. I'm just going to chill out. So I was real cool with the guy. He was real cool with me. I said, would you do me a solid? Please just let me have the old part when you guys work on this, because the last dealership that I don't know why people say such immature things in the comments. I'm not going to respond to that. I don't even know. Got any lizards back? I do not have any lizards. I'm not in Arizona yet. Anyhow, back to the story. So I pull out of the Ford dealership, and they call me, and they're like, hey, man, can you turn back around? We'll run your diagnostics test right now. And my manager said you'll do it for free. So I started out the day. I got a free coffee. I was stressed out about going to a dealership because I got ripped off by Wooster Chevrolet. And then I go to the Ford dealership, and they give me a free diagnostics test. Thanks for the thumbs up. They give me a free diagnostics test for $141. And all I got to do is make some calls and make sure the warranty is good. I was like, what a heck of a day. So the van life has already been a great adventure. I've gotten free coffee, free diagnostics test to work on my vehicle, and I get to talk to all you wonderful people, my road family. That's right. We're family now, man. Heck yeah. So, to give you the heads up, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. This is always going to be entertaining to the fullest. This is great to know. Never, don't drive through flag. It'll ruin your brakes. Okay, that's good to know. I didn't pay $149. I see somebody asked that, so I screwed up. What happened was, I'll tell you, Brutal Impact. I'll let you know what the channel's about in just 1 second. It wasn't free. I made a mistake. It was free. Originally, I was going to have to pay $149, but then the Ford dealership gave it to me for free. So what this channel is about is I converted a Ford Transit Connect into a home to go live and travel and do adventurous things and be fully entertaining and help people to live the van life and sustain happiness and have ways to obtain great feelings of joy and not being bribed by the 9 to 5, which is ultimately a lie. Because I lived the bus life for 3.5 years, and then I went back to society, and I worked 3 jobs and lived in an apartment and got my credit score up, and I was miserable. So I got a new vehicle and went back on the road, and today is day 1 of the road. So I want you, Road family, to subscribe to the channel and let us endure a life of joy, free from the grind of the 9 to 5. Live through me, with me on the channel, and I will live through you, with you on the channel. And you give me an adventure, and I will do my best to sustain that adventure. That's what the channel's about right now. And it may be different tomorrow. I don't really know what this channel's about. You can read it in the channel description. I had ChatGPT make most of it for me. If I'm being honest. Because I felt like I was terrible with words. But I feel like on camera, when I'm talking to you live, and we're here as one in community, that it's more real. It's not ChatGPT'd. It's not social media. It's not a like, thumbs up, happy face, sad face. I lie about my day. You just got to see it. Am I sad? Am I happy? Am I manic? Am I depressed? I am not a trucker. I'm an entertainer. I'm a mystic. I'm the highway mystic. I'm the real road life. I am the adventure. I'm the real Tom Sawyer. I'm the real Hercules. I am the myth you read about in books. I am the undiscovered gold behind the dragon. I am the dragon, and I am the hero. I am the princess. That's right. I'm everything and nothing, as are you. Lost in a sea of dreams, where your potential is noticed by everyone, yet so unforeseen. Let us dance on the scripture written before us in this profound human experience where we live in the moment as close to the gods as possible for the glory of the road. For the glory of the road, subscribe to the channel. For the glory of the road. For the glory of the road. See you soon. We're going on the Grand Canyon, and I'm hiking all the way down. Then I'm going to Vegas for the first time and act like a clown. I write, I make music, I talk with you, Road family. Subscribe. I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.